Today we're going to talk about Castaway. I just watched Castaway. I never watched Castaway before. I was younger. Obviously, I watched FORREST Gump and stuff, but I never watched Castaway, so I just recently watched it. I don't know when I'm going to put this out, but I watched it on Tubi, which I love Tubi. So if it's still on there, y'all can watch it on Tubi for free. I don't know if it's still on there by the time I post this or not, but I just watched Castaway. I'm just going to start with, I'm going to get into detail, but I'm just going to start with, it's not as good as everybody say. Like, I feel like certain movies be just because of nostalgia or because of whoever the person in it. Maybe people love Tom Hanks, so they like everything he do is good. I don't know. I'm going to assume that Castaway, I'm going to look it up after to make sure, but I'm going to assume that Castaway was after FORREST Gump. And FORREST Gump is really good. Like, I don't watch it, but it is really good, but it's so long. And certain movies just is so long, so draining. Like Titanic is a good movie, but I'm not watching Titanic. It's just, like I said, it's long. Certain things can be draining about it. If you do watch, you watch a little bit and then stop watching it. Like certain movies, you know that it's good, but it doesn't have good replay value. So FORREST Gump to me doesn't have good replay value. It's not a movie I just want to sit and watch. Maybe you watch it once every decade, maybe, child, but or little scenes here and there. But like I said, it is a good movie, classic, great, amazing. But the few Tom Hanks movies I have seen, FORREST Gump is the only one I really truly like. The other ones is okay. Like I didn't watch Big growing up either, but I went back to it after the remake came out. Little, so I was like, let me go see what Big is, and it was good, but it's kind of like you think like kind of creepy a little bit, but because of the woman in it and stuff, and he was a kid, and it was just kind of a little creepy, but it was cool, but like I said, I didn't grow up watching it, so it's like I'm really looking at it for it being a good movie. Like I feel like other movies we grew up watching, something looking at it for nostalgia and not really because it's good. So I wonder if people watch Castaway today, would they still be like it's good? So and I also watched Catch Me If You Can with him and Leonardo DiCaprio, which I didn't watch that when I was younger either, but I watched that when I got older. It's not that great either. Like, what they say it's based on a true story, which I don't know if it happened, but it just seems, well, it'd be people in the stories now that be faking certain careers, but he faked a lot of stuff. It was just, I don't even think at the end of that, did he even end up going to jail? I don't think he ended up going to jail. And if he did, it was very, very short time. Just like, what's that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and he works in stocks? I can't think of the movie, but that movie, it's like he did all that scamming with money and he barely did any time, and then he ended up getting the whole movie out of it and still being successful and still probably having the money that he had when he went in. That's very strange how time works. Like people getting time, you scamming all that money, you did all this crime. That's in when it's done like that, they want to say it's petty crime, but you barely did any time, little to no time, and then you get out and you still have your money. That's crazy. But when people, a black woman, say her child goes say they live in a different address for her child, can go to a better school and she get all this time. That's very crazy to me. But look, child, I don't know, got to a tangent. This would be about Castaway and Tom Hanks. Why do I always do that? Getting in tangents. I've seen Sleepless in Seattle. I haven't seen it in a minute. It was cool. It was good. Nothing to rave about. And then also Toy Story. Toy Story is good, but it's just his voice. But Toy Story is great too. But Toy Story, FORREST Gump. I would watch Toy Story before I watched FORREST Gump. Another reason why I probably didn't love Castaway, like it wasn't bad, but people are like, he had all this range and he had to do a movie by himself. Yeah, it was like 2.5 hours, but he was really on an island for like under an hour, probably. Like I timed it, like first 30 minutes, this is the setup. Then the later 30 minutes was like the end of him coming back. So he really was about an hour. But I kind of find myself getting bored. But I'm a type of person that doesn't like movies that are centered around like one setting. Like if it's just in a house, or if it's just on a plane, or if it's just in one little setting, I don't tend to like. I'm sure it's a movie that I like that's one setting, but I don't tend to like movies like that. So that's another reason why I probably didn't like it. Like I said, I find myself getting a little bored. And it just felt like one big FedEx advertising. I'm pretty sure that helped FedEx tremendously. Like, I looked up when FedEx first came about and they said the 70s, but I'm pretty sure that helped them tremendously. Like the placement, was that the first dang movie placement? Like, what do you call it? Item placement. Like, all the other bodies didn't even wash up on shore. Only one body washed up on shore out of all the people that was on the plane. And mind you, he the reason why that dude really didn't make it, because he tried to worry about him and bust his head and all this other stuff. So he the reason too why he done got messed up. He done bust his head and everything. It just felt like one big FedEx advertisement. Then they had FedEx planes. It just felt like one big advertisement for FedEx. Like, did y'all do this movie just to advertise FedEx? Like, that was crazy. But that cable guy, it would be like if AT&T was the cable company that Jim Carrey and Cable Guy worked for. I don't think it was no company because it didn't stand out to me. Like, he was just a cable guy, but I don't think it said a company. And if it did, they didn't advertise it heavily. Like, they didn't make it seem like drill it in your heads. FedEx, he was on the beach and all these FedEx boxes were stacked up. And then at the end, he delivered a FedEx package just because it had angel wings on it. So I guess he didn't open it just because it had angel wings on it. It was just so great. Like, it was, but it wasn't bad, but it wasn't what everybody was saying. I went back, oh, let's watch Castaway again. It's one of the greatest movies I don't ever seen. And then I guess they were trying to say he's such a good worker that he didn't. As soon as I got on shore, I would have opened the package. He didn't open it till whatever day when he finally realized he probably wasn't getting saved. I'm like, I would have opened them the first day. Like, y'all not getting these packages, babe. I'm so sorry. Y'all can kill that because it might be some food in here, or maybe not no food, especially back then. But so it might be something in here that I can use. I'm not about to be waiting. It might be some clothes. Like, I'm not about to be waiting to the umpty day. Ooh, he was really trying to stack them up. Like, he was just really about to get off the island, child. And they was like, no, you're not about to get off. I did like to where they said 4 years later and he was all skinny and stuff. He was all skinny because obviously he hadn't been eating like that. What was the point of him, like, his tooth being messed up? Maybe it helped him because he probably, when your tooth hurt, you don't want to eat that much. So maybe it helped him not be as, I don't want to say as be as hungry. You'll still be hungry, but you don't want to eat because you're in pain. So maybe that, helped him. But then, he, knocked out his own tooth. But even towards the end of the movie, when he got out, I didn't see him missing no tooth. Did y'all see him missing no tooth? But maybe it was in a far, far back, so maybe we couldn't see the back tooth. But I didn't see him missing no tooth. Then at the end, I kept thinking, I was like, is that girl Hills? Is that girl Hills? I'm trying to see how old she was. I'm like, that girl Hills. But she moved on pretty fast. Not gonna lie. Married with kids. It wasn't like she was just dating. She married with kids and 4 years had passed. That was crazy. I was like, she moved on real fast. He was just really thinking she was gonna wait for him. And then at the end, when she ran out, when he drove the car, I'm like, dang, do you forget how to drive when you don't drive that long? But he drove the car and he was still sitting on the floor in the hotel because he got so used to it. But when he drove the car away, that she said, hey, I've been saving your car, and he drove. Well, she ain't been saving, obviously she was driving her baby seat in it. She acted like she saved it for him, but she thought he was dead, or didn't think he was dead, but people told he was dead, but you didn't think he was dead, but you still moved on. Child, whatever, child. But, I wonder, did she ever open the box? I'm sure it was a ring. Did she ever open it? If she did open it, did she wear it? She got married, child. Did she use that as her wedding ring, child? Because I never mentioned that again. But when she ran out to him, when he drove off, in the rain, like, wait, and then they kissed, and then he got in the car and drove back, said, hey, we can't be together. I'm like, why? I don't get why they couldn't be together. That made no sense to me. Yeah, she was. Like, what? Because what if she was, okay, say they was married, they wasn't, but say they had got married already, and he didn't really die, that mean they still would have been married, so her second marriage wouldn't have mattered. So I know that ain't the story, because they wasn't married, but say that was the case. So, because y'all have not been together then, although y'all was married in her second marriage. Yes, she had a child, but she only moved on because she thought she was dead. So, as soon as you back, why can't, I don't understand why they couldn't be together. But I think because they wanted to make the whole package thing at the end with him being another woman. And now that package saved his life. How that package saved his life? Because it had angel wings on it. And because he was worried about getting the package back to her. Like, what was in that package? Child, probably some dog food for her dog, child. But then he had like the ball in there. I wonder if he just, I couldn't tell. I maybe should apologize. I couldn't tell if it was everything else that he opened, or was it just a ball? Because, that was his friend Wilson, child. I was like, oh, when he drew, I was like, oh, he drew. It felt like the Heat, the Heat, Miami Heat. It felt like the basketball team. I felt like that was their logo. Like, was that before or after, child? But I'm sure it was after. But I'm like, oh, I thought he was doing that logo. But I just feel like one big fat advertisement. But to me personally, like, that's all I could really focus on. Product placement. That's what I was looking for. It felt like perfect product placement. Which is cool, I suppose, but it's nothing to worry about. It's definitely not better than Forrest Gump. It's definitely not better than Toy Story. Like, I don't know. I don't think I feel like people say Tom Hanks is so good because of Forrest Gump. And yes, he did amazing in Forrest Gump. Every other thing I've seen him in, it's just been it ain't been nothing to rave home about. Like, certain actors, people really be bumping up. Like, they is just really, it's a certain actor, child. I don't want to say no names because, hey, we all know who it is. He played the same role every time, child. He played the same role over and over again, but he the best actor, child. Like, okay, I suppose he literally played himself in every dang on movie. Ooh, and this Ryan Reynolds. See, I be getting on challenge. I'm so sick of Ryan Reynolds. I wasn't talking about him when I was talking about that. The person that said the same thing, but he do now play. He played Deadpool and everything on commercials. In interviews, well, I don't go about interviews, I'm just being dramatic. In commercials, in movies, he played the same Deadpool sarcastic character. Like, before Deadpool, he wasn't only playing that character. Like, I've seen him before Deadpool. He wasn't only playing that character. Then the new Wolverine, that Deadpool. Wolverine has always been my favorite X-Men. Like, X-Men is my favorite, like, superhero-y type film. And then maybe Spider-Man second, but X-Men is probably my favorite type of superhero type of thing. So, Wolverine my favorite, and James my favorite. So, I can't wait to watch that. But I'm so sick of the sarcastic Deadpool thing. It was good in Deadpool, and if he only did it in Deadpool, it still would have been good. But now it's getting dragged. Now it's like you're pushing it. I'm so sick of doing that dry, sarcastic thing and everything he do. I'm so sick of that dang on character. I don't know what to do. Like, you're running into the ground. Tired of it. Done with it. It's exhausting. Like I said before Deadpool, he wasn't only doing that. It's like now it's like annoying. Now they're casting him to be that, and it's extremely annoying. I'm glad they brought Wolverine back though. And then the yellow and the red looks really good. They brought him back because the last one it seemed like they was writing him out to bring the girl in. Maybe, I don't know. His daughter, quote daughter, Gene daughter, Gene, at all times together. Oh, just real quick, I seen a little trailer for, I don't know if it was a preview trailer, I think it was a little longer, so it had to be like a trailer for Crow. When it came on, because I think I was watching YouTube and it just came on, usually they don't get me. I usually hit skip, but it came on, and I was like, ooh, what is this? It looked good, because it was like a sci-fi. I love sci-fi, and I love sci-fi. I was like, ooh, what's this? And then towards the end, it said Crow. I got excited. Crow back in the day, although it was kind of creepy and kind of scary, because everything that happened, but Crow back in the day was kind of that movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was like a bit eerie. It was kind of that movie. So this is what, like, I don't remakes. This is a movie you remake, like you do over again, so the younger people could get this, because I feel like they should get this. And I like the cast, like the man and the woman. I'm like, ooh, that's good casting. And it look like they got chemistry based on the trailer. I'm like, yes, this is good casting. I like that. Like they both, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm like, yes, I can't wait for that. That's what I can't wait for the crow. I'm probably gonna react to that because I really want to see that. This ain't, well, I'm sure it'll be something funny in her child because I'm supposed to be reacting to funny stuff. Castaway had, funny moments, but it was one time when I cackled. Was it after the fire? Not when he created the fire, but it was after the fire. I don't know if he started talking in an accent or something. It was something that he started doing that made me cackle. I don't know when he got mad, he couldn't start. Ooh. Another thing, Castaway, I would have said forget it. I ain't making no fire, but he kept trucking, child. He didn't give up. He said, I'm gonna get this fire. His hand was all hurting. He said this made it. They kept the theme of him being a hard worker. Like he didn't open up nobody packages at first. Then of course eventually he gotta open them. He kept trucking, boy. He kept trying to truck. Did that tie always like when? It couldn't have always been like that. So it wasn't a time where it wasn't like that to where he could have crossed. Because that was the only thing that really keeping him nerve because the tide kept coming up and pushing him back. But it ain't no way. That's not how water works. That it was always like that. So, because he was looking for that metal thing to get him over it. But it ain't no way it could have always been like that. So I feel like he could have been created the raft. Because the one he was in punctured. But it wouldn't have punctured if he would have did it sooner before he seen the light. He would have just drifted in the water because they probably was looking for him. That's around the time they was looking for him. So it would have been better for him to go in that raft and get in the water before he even seen the lights. But yeah, he kept trucking, child. He's like, I'm gonna start this fire, child. I wonder what's he in Boy Scouts, because how he even know you gotta do this? You gotta get the dirt and then you gotta blow it, child. He really kept trucking though. I ain't gonna lie to you, he kept trucking. I'm surprised they never incorporated no animals. I guess our islands don't have animals, but they never incorporated no animal on it. Maybe they didn't want it to get dark. I don't know, but and then the ladies started dating. Oh, you disrespectful. You gonna move on with somebody. She's so disrespectful. Be back in a New York minute. What did he say when he left? Dang. Okay, bye.